This news update is brought to you by
This is the Noon Barbados Today update for Thursday, July 31st, 2014. I'm Don Paris. Good afternoon. We begin with an appeal from the police to the public concerning last evening's murder of 26-year-old Jermaine Peterson Harper. Lawmen need help finding his killer. Police Public Relations Officer Inspector David Welch tells Barbados Today no one has been taken into custody for the drive-by shooting in which the father of three was killed in Wilkinson Road, Richmond Gap around 6 p.m. He's urging anyone with information that could help solve the murder to call Crime Stoppers at 1-800-TIPS or police emergency number 211. Inspector Welch has assured that all calls will be kept confidential. The dispute between government and contractor Barbados is still not settled. That's the position of Barrack's attorney, Queen's Counsel Maurice King, who tells Barbados Today he has no idea where another media house got its information that a deal has been struck. He says as far as he knows, the matter of payment for Barrack is still under negotiation. The press report suggested that Cabinet had agreed to hand over the Warren's office complex to Barrack and pay him an additional $13 million to make up the difference between the value of the building and the over $73 million owed to him for his part in completing the office complex. 2 weeks ago, when the parties met in the High Court seeking a settlement, the case was adjourned. As Barbados gets ready to recognize Emancipation Day tomorrow, one local activist is calling on the government to make August 1 a priority. According to chairman of the Pan-African Coalition Organization, Wells, unless the day is given special focus on the national agenda, it will remain secondary to the crop over season.
It's placed within the crop over season, and the majority of people still do not see themselves having a responsibility to their ancestry and the sacrifices which has been. Then crop over will always be dominant, and it will remain a sad contradiction.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Hi, I'm Red Plastic Bag. Anyone who knows me knows I don't like cold. Sunshine reigns in my country. I love it.
We return with news from the region. Health officials in Jamaica are keeping a close eye on the spread of Ebola in West Africa. Health Minister Dr. Fenton Ferguson says his department will meet later today to discuss measures to protect the country from the disease that Doctors Without Borders say is out of control in Liberia, Guinea and Sierra Leone. Ferguson says based on the warning, his country is taking no chances with its preparedness. Over 600 people have died so far from the disease in West Africa. And on the international scene, European experts were today able to access the site of Malaysia Airlines Flight 17 almost a week after the plane crash, in which all the passengers on board were killed. The experts say one of their first missions will be to recover the remains of the bodies from the site. This is the first time that investigators have been able to reach the wreckage of MH17. And that's because of fighting between the Ukrainian military and pro-Russia rebels. And that's where we end the noon Barbados Today update. We'll be back again at 6 this evening. Until then, remember to log on to www.barbadostoday, subscribe to our e-paper and email updates, and like us on Facebook. You can also catch us on Izumi Media in bus terminals or Screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you to get all the latest news and sports. I'm Don Paris. Have a wonderful day.
This news update is brought to you by